We dried this whole lamb and now we're going to butcher it.
Chop, chop.
Gert-Jan,
Hey.
nice to have you back, man.
Ja, goed. Alles goed?
Ja, alles goed.
Mooi.
We got this beautiful lamb. You're a beautiful lamb.
Ja, we hebben weer wat moois, hè?
And me and Morrison, we are quite hungry because we only had 2 steaks today. And we had to share it with the dog and we had to share it with Mitchell and my wife. So I only had like maybe this piece of steak. So I'm so glad we got the whole lamb.
Ja, een lam zit meer.
How much are you gonna eat from the lamb? I got potatoes. I got plenty of potatoes. We're gonna be fine.
Oh, I have plenty of meat.
Yeah, so we got the meat. So I will slide some potatoes in sideways and we'll just call the missus and say, hey, no, we got it. Let's go get the lamb. Pa, 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 pa.
Boom.
This is not a giant lamb as it's supposed to be, but this is a Dutch lamb. A real beautiful Dutch lamb.
Uit de buurt, hè?
Yeah, local. And I fell for this lamb because of the beautiful butt. And I heard Morrison had his eye on this one, and he was looking at the butt as well, and he said, I want to cook the butt. So basically, Morrison, you're stealing my butt.
No, come on.
Me and Gert-Jan are going to take this apart, and then we're going to walk you through it. Every piece that is on this lamb, we're going to explain it, so we're going to show you how you can do this at home. Butcher your own lamb. You don't have to dry age this because when people order a whole lamb in your store, normally you wouldn't dry age it. You would just age it for...
Weekje, 14 dagen.
This is like, well, something special, but we're meatheads and we're appreciating like the dry aged flavor and a little bit more intense flavor. And but I never had dry aged lamb until 5 weeks. So that's gonna be a first for me too. And yeah.
Even testen.
Yeah, even testen. So Gert-Jan brought his own knife vault. This is like, I've never seen this before. If you have one of these or seen one of these before, this is like a vault for knives. Nobody can steal them.
Nee, dat zie je vaak veel in de industrie en hier kan ik hem op slot zetten. Dus als ik mijn messen heb en ik ben een dagje vrij, dan kan niemand...
I know everybody watching this right now is going on Amazon looking for this thing. Like this, don't bring this to my house. You know what's gonna happen. I need one of these.
En dan kan je vrouw niet meer aan je messen zitten.
No, the knives are safe. I am safe. Children are safe. That's the selling point. If you want to convince your wife, you gotta explain that these knives are dangerous and you gotta protect people from your knives. That's it. Now let's get started on this lamb. This is the whole thing. I was just going to get my knife, so Gert-Jan already took apart the lamb. It's done. And now we can throw that's the speed. When you work with a butcher, you gotta keep up and you gotta stay safe at the same time because they go like this. And then the lamb's just in pieces.
Kijk, in de slagerij heb ik een machientje ervoor. Dan zaag ik hem zo even doorheen. Maar hier moet het even met de hand zagen.
It's in my plan to get a machine that does these things. Probably in a month or 2, 3, when I get it okay by the missus, we're gonna have a machine to do. But look at these ribs. Beautiful. Probably gonna trim this top part off. And this is a lot of dry skin. It's not real skin, but it's from dry aging that the outsides become hard. So I'm gonna take that off, the pellicle.
Ja, ik zal alleen dit stukje even eraf halen. Zo.
Lamb ribs. Look at that. Beautiful.
Ja, maar dan snij je door de tenderloin heen. Want hier zit er nog een stukje haas en hier. En als je hem eraf haalt, dan haal je hem helemaal er mooi af, zeg maar.
So,
ik wil me niet even moeien. Maar...
there's a lot of personal preference that comes with butchering one of these. And Gert-Jan and I think alike very much. But where we differ is like, what are we going to do with the lamb chops? And lamb chops is one of my absolute favorites. But if you're making lamb chops, you got the lamb's rack, you got the lamb chop. And in a shop, you might want to do things different than I want for my barbecue. Because I'm thinking, if I want a lamb chop, I want to have the best lamb chop that I can have. So if there is a bite on there that is from the loin, from the tenderloin, that's going to be so freaking awesome. That's this piece right here. If you have a shop, you can sell the tenderloin for a lot of money. So you don't want to put it on the chop, right?
Dat is exact wat ik bedoel.
Yeah, exactly.
Ja.
So, but now this is my lamb. So we're just going to put it in the chop.
En ik kan het in de winkel verkopen als exclusief.
Yeah. And if you
And
make a chop out of it, it's not exclusive. It's just, then you gotta wait for a freak like me to show up and say, hey, I want the best chop I ever had.
Dan moet ik hem erin laten zitten.
Yeah. Now we're gonna leave it in. The tenderloin is gone. It's in the chop. And the moment that you have to think about these things is before you start cutting into it. Because now we're actually working on the hind leg of the lamb. And depends on the way that you're gonna cut it. And you can see we're already cut into the tenderloin, but that's why you gotta think up front, make a plan. Which cuts do you want to get out of your lamb? And if you've decided, then you can make your cuts.
Kijk, ik heb hem ook iets langer gehouden, omdat jij de beste gedeelte wil hebben.
Ja.
Dus heb ik die bouten iets langer gehouden.
Ja. So, if you want to see the hind leg being cooked up by Morrison, this is coming up in one of his videos. So that's yours, Morrison. Now that Morrison has his legs, we're going to take the other leg apart the way we would do it in the shop. So what are we going to do with the neck? Do we take like a side of the neck?
Ja, we benen hem uit en dan kun je er eventueel een rollade van maken of een stoofpotje. Nou, omdat het nu dry aged is, zeg maar, of ge-aged is, zal dit heel hard zijn. Dus ik denk dat het nu apart is. Maar dat kan ik zo meteen wel bekijken als ik hem uitsneden ben.
Yeah. Now that we got the neck off, we're going to continue to the most important part. We're going to focus on the chops.
Hier heb je de rib, die loopt hier.
Ja.
Dan snij je hem zo langs de rib. En op het moment dat je hem langs de rib hebt, dan moet je hem eigenlijk zo, hij moet eigenlijk zo gesneden worden, zeg maar. Zo.
Okay. So Gert-Jan is leaving it to me to mess this up, the most important part.
Ja. Hier. Moet eens kijken, mooi donkerrood.
Look at the color. It looks like a proper glass of wine. Beautiful, beautiful lamb. Absolutely gorgeous. So easy to butcher when a butcher standing next to you and giving you pinpoint precisions on where to cut and how to move.
Ik heb normaal iets ander beltje, wat grotere. Ik nog niet eerst.
This is like a consumer equipment used by a pro. He doesn't know what to do with it.
Ja.
Now I'm going to show the butcher how to use the consumer tools on a thing like this.
Nou, ik ga kijken. Ik ben benieuwd.
Too funny. We're all the way through from all the sides, so we only got that little bit of connection left, and that's where I need to chop. Now the problem is this thing. Normally you would get one of these larger ones and you would just aim it straight down the middle and it would be chopped and it would be through. Now, the idea that I have is, what if I get a hammer and keep this thing in place and just hammer on it?
Hier. Perfect.
See? Perfection.
Ja, geweldig.
This is how how consumers, how they have to work. If you don't have the big machines, you don't have the big equipment.
Moet je creatief zijn.
You have to be creative. You got to play with things a little bit. Every now and then you got to buy a new knife. But hey, we made it work. This is the perfect lamb chop. And the reason why is that you got two loins. You got the loin that sits on top and the tenderloin that sits on the bottom right there. This is absolutely beautiful. If you grill this up, marinate it, grill it, it's going to be so good. And that's exactly what we're going to do. But first, we're going to run through all the cuts that we got out of this lamb. And this is what we got out of our lamb. We got a beautiful lamb Rex, and I decided to go big with a lot of fat cap on them. We got my favorite, the lamb chops, with the loin and the tenderloin still attached. Nice big fat cap. We got the ribs We got the belly part of the ribs, which I'm gonna save for beautiful curries and a nice ragu pasta, Italian style. Then we got the lamb neck, which is freaking awesome for lamb pulled pork. This is the butcher's favorite, the top round, and we're gonna cook that up as well, get some steaks out of it. Here we got the leg, and it's been deboned, so you can roll this up, make your own roast out of it. This is the bottom part of the leg, and it's gonna be perfect for soups. And as you can see here, we left this whole leg intact for Morrison, so that's coming up real soon. This is a whole shoulder. This is absolutely perfect for stews as well, or you can make a great burger out of this. Here it's been deboned, so you can even turn this into a roulade. Look at the beautiful color of the meat, the clear fat. This is so tasty. And now we're going to take these beautiful chops and cook them up. Now we're going to make a quick marinade of some parsley, chives, oregano, sage, thyme, 1 shallot, 2 garlic cloves, a whole chili pepper, a stick of ginger, 1 tablespoon of whole grain mustard, 5 tablespoons of sunflower oil, and I'm gonna finish it off with a lot of salt and some pepper. Look at that beautiful color on the marinade. Time to put the lamb chops in a bag, add the marinade, mix it up real well, and set it in the fridge for at least 2 hours, and preferably overnight. I fired up my masterbuilt smoker, but I haven't set it up for smoking because we're gonna be grilling. So I got it set up with the grill grates and then with the big opening in the bottom. And you can see the giant flame shooting onto the grill. That's gonna be perfect to grill our lamb chops with. Now that's what I call lamb chops. This is my favorite. You look a little scared. Do you think they'll taste good?
Dat denk ik zeker. Ik begin bij het lekkerste stukje.
See, I'm just starting on the left side and eating my way to the right side. And I will find the surprise. All right, let's just try it. The flavor is intenser from the dry aging, most definitely.
Dat zeker.
But the meat is super, super tender.
Oh, heerlijk.
It's buttery soft. I love this. This is what makes me happy. If you wake me up in the middle of the night to come eat, this is what it has to be. Pink in the middle, perfectly cooked. I think you did an amazing job. There's just one thing left to do.
Ja.
Cook your steak. And if you want to see how that turned out, just make sure you follow us on Instagram. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then leave us a big thumbs up and a comment down below. Now I'm gonna make way for the next video, so you can click on it and you can enjoy this video. Bye.